What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to House of Animation. So today here we have a video for you guys. Basically, we want to discuss what made Dragon Ball Z so popular. Also known just simply as Dragon Ball follows the story of Son Goku, a monkey-tailed boy, and Bulma, a teenage girl, who travel to find 7 Dragon Balls, which summoned the dragon Shenlong to grant the user one wish. Over the course of the story, we're introduced to series staples such as Yamcha the Bandit, Chi-Chi, who later becomes Goku's wife, Krillin, Goku's best friend, training partner, and initial rival, as well as Master Roshi, the leader of the Kami School of Martial Arts. Goku and Krillin's teacher. Under the tutelage of Master Roshi, both Goku and Krillin undergo rigorous training, and eventually they enter the Tenkaichi Budokai tournaments, aka the strongest under the heavens martial art tournament. Now, throughout the story of Dragon Ball, he faces off the likes of Red Ribbon Army, Tien Shan, and both versions of Piccolo. In DBZ, we open up with Goku becoming a father to Gohan, who is named after his adopted grandfather. We also learn that Goku is part of an alien race called Saiyans, who take over planets, and this was the main reason why Goku was sent to Earth, but he suffered a head injury, and we learned this from his brother Raditz. DBZ starts off light and then raises the bar every single time. With every battle, with every arc, it just raises the bar. We're given the Super Saiyan transformations, great villains such as Frieza, Cell, and Buu. To me, Dragon Ball Z is the story of passing the torch. A torch that doesn't necessarily ever get passed. Gohan. And we truly build upon the base of what we're given in Dragon Ball, but we take it to another level. With Dragon Ball Z, the fights are on a grander level. With Dragon Ball, it was more choreographed, more smaller scale, but with Dragon Ball Z, we also get that world building. But in Dragon Ball, we're introduced to a lot of these concepts, but Dragon Ball Z, man, it takes it to another level. And then finally we come to Dragon Ball Super, which was created in 2015 and really expands on the mythos of Dragon Ball Z. It introduced us to powerful villains and rivals such as Beerus, the God of Destruction, one of my personal favorites, Whis, and also Zeno, the King of the Universe. And it introduces us to the concept of the multiverses in Dragon Ball Z. So we're introduced to different universes such as, Universe 12. There's 12 in general, the Universe 1, 2, etc. Also, we get the fire transformations. Now, Dragon Ball Z would not be Dragon Ball Z without the fire transformations. Like, come on, we get Super Saiyan God. Need I say more? Now, with that out the way, we can finally discuss why Dragon Ball Z was so popular. Number 3. It was the West's first anime, and also many's first anime in general. Dragon Ball Z hit the Western mainstream media like a freight train with no brakes. Its level honestly was unrivaled by any anime or manga aside from probably Pokemon at the time. Now, with that being said, it didn't necessarily have an easy start in Northern America. The original Dragon Ball, which was dubbed, first aired in 1989, and due to low ratings, it got canceled. Now, Dragon Ball would go on to get canceled an additional 3 times, until it really received the Family Guy Futurama treatment, in which it started to get reruns aired in 1999. And then that's when we saw it transfer over to Funimation taking over the production and dubbing, and also having a time slot on Toonami. Now for many, Toonami was the catalyst for them into anime. Also, for the longest time, as I can remember as a kid, you couldn't really go anywhere without seeing Dragon Ball t-shirts, posters, or just it being talked about. Shoot, it had its own trading card game, and also had tie-in promotional toys for their movie releases in both 2000 and 2002. Now, I had one of the toys from 2002, and honestly, the quality wasn't as nice as the 2000 versions, but nonetheless, great memory of my childhood. But come on, look at Piccolo's arms. It's crazy. How could you sell this? Number 2, the Super Saiyan transformation. Quite frankly, we saw nothing like this. This was the first thing we've ever seen on TV, such a transformation. Yeah, we had maybe the Power Rangers do their thing, but there was nothing as cool as this. After seeing Goku fight against Frieza, seeing Vegeta get bodied, Frieza surviving the Spirit Bomb, Krillin getting bodied, it really set Goku off. We saw the earth shake, we saw the screen shake, we saw this man loading up for 5 episodes, screaming at the top of his lungs, flexing those muscles. We also saw that jet black hair go to that golden yellow Super Saiyan spiked hair, his eyes turned blue, and his appearance was changed, but more importantly, his power level went through the roof. And then we were able to see Goku really wash Frieza. It's fire. This transformation also inspired many popular transformations such as the Sage Mode from Naruto and also Super Sonic's transformation. Number 1. It inspired many mainstream anime today, hands down. Not only did Dragon Ball Z inspire so many anime today, it also really started off the shonen genre. We see the archetypes of, having your protagonist, one, being protected by plot armor, being real big eaters, and also they were really strong, but maybe not the smartest characters, but characters we would come to love and truthfully relate to. Almost pretty much every popular main protagonist in shonen anime today would not have existed without Dragon Ball Z. We wouldn't have gotten the likes of Naruto, the likes of Luffy, Ichigo, etc, etc. Also too, some of the villains from some of your favorite anime that we have today were inspired from Dragon Ball Z. Let's take Mirin from Hunter x Hunter. You can see the inspiration from Cell and Frieza in his character. Chakra and Nen are also both pretty much inspired by Ki. Even though Chakra is a real world thing, you can see the inspirations and how they were implemented into their story. Now, these animes would go on to build upon the basis of Dragon Ball Z in their own right. That's what made them so popular and so good. But they would not have had it if it wasn't for Dragon Ball Z. Also too, it really did start off this trope of having the orphan being the main character. We see it in Dragon Ball Z, obviously, we see it in Naruto, we see it in kind of One Piece, a lot in One Piece actually. We also even see it in Hunter x Hunter. So many of these archetypes, we see either the parents are not there or they're not really represented as they would in a normalized story. This may be inspiration from, maybe American comics such as Batman. One thing's for sure, without Dragon Ball Z laying the basis, we wouldn't have shonen as it exists today. It really was fundamental in creating that base for a lot of our anime that we would come to love today. And for that's why I think Dragon Ball Z is so popular. That's all we have for you guys here today. Drop a like, subscribe, even drop a comment down below, seeing what we could have said and maybe what we've missed and things that you agreed on. Just let us know. It really goes a long way. And also, how can I forget this? Honorable mention, the memes. I'm gonna leave you guys here with this little clip.
Vegeta, what did you say his power level is? It's over 9,000! 9,000?!